The absence of new taxes featured in the analysis of Deloitte's 2023 budget review, and they see the Prime Minister's main focus was unlocking growth. The creation of the National Growth Council, Fiscal Council, and National Strategic Council were mentioned. The agency also noted there was no mention of the current pandemic contribution levy, which is set to end on March 31st. Pensioners' tax relief through personal income tax allowance from $40,000 to $45,000 was highlighted, and Deloitte also did a sample calculation to show how their spending power increased. Other areas highlighted were the transfer pricing legislation, new regulatory frameworks such as the new 2022 customs tariff, business surveys, re-registration of the warehouse and duty-free shopping sectors. They believe these measures will allow the Barbados government to monitor, audit, and assess contributions to the economy from this concession. KPMG, in addressing mission transformation, took notice of some key snapshots, such as the $2.8 billion in foreign reserves, the 8.5% inflation, 10% GDP growth, the fiscal surplus of $50.3 million, and Barbados's B rating. The 28-page document divided the budget into themes and gave their viewpoints on them. In the area of economic and fiscal measures, they looked at the $25,000 loan to postal workers for electric vehicles, as well as the $3 million low-interest revolving fund through fund access for public service vehicles to get electric or hybrid vehicles. KPMG sees this as reducing costs to postal workers and providing favorable costs of funding for PSVs. In the area of the film industry, which is getting a 25% transferable tax credit on eligible expenses, the agency believes it has the potential to create growth in another productive sector and also create employment. PwC, in its 23-page analysis, took a different approach to mission transformation, saying it contained a broad range of initiatives focused on economic growth and investment opportunities. One of the areas they highlighted is the global minimum corporate tax, which the Prime Minister indicated she would revisit within 6 months. PwC believes that with the OECD having released its final guidelines for how countries can bring the new global minimum corporate tax, and they believe a number of issues have to be addressed to find a suitable framework for Barbados, which will still make us an attractive place to do global business. PwC also looked at the training on offer to public servants and the many infrastructural projects in the tourism sector. They see the budget, which is encouraging Barbadians to work to a future together, as one where the strategic goals need to be further detailed and developed before the implementation stage. Wendy Burke, CBC News.